Vancouver can't be affordable for everybody. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why Vancouver maybe should be affordable for everybody, but unfortunately that's just not the way the world works, and why it will likely never be affordable for the average person. I'm that Agent Kelly, and on this channel I primarily talk about all things pertaining to Vancouver real estate and its suburbs. I talk about investing, mindset, and all of that kind of stuff. If you find any value or entertainment from this video today, all I ask is that you subscribe and drop a like. Let's get into the video. So a narrative that I hear getting pushed out a lot today is that Vancouver should be affordable for everybody. Everyone who wants to live here should be able to come here and live an affordable lifestyle. And although I do agree in fairness and equality, the reality of it is that it will likely never be that way. Vancouver is a world-class city, and I would say it's definitely the best city in Canada. So if you want to come here and enjoy better living accommodations than probably 95 to 98% of the world, you're going to have to put in more work than 95 to 98% of the people. I'm sure 9 out of 10 people in Canada would probably choose to live in Vancouver, and the only reason why they don't is because of how unaffordable it is to live here. So imagine if Vancouver was at an affordable price, kind of on par with maybe Edmonton. Obviously, everybody would choose living here over Edmonton or Calgary or Winnipeg, and then there wouldn't even be enough homes to support the amount of people that want to live here, which is exactly why the price of housing is so expensive here, and we already have that issue even at these prices. At the end of the day, if you want to live in one of the most desirable cities in the world, you're going to have to put in an amount of work that is more than average. You cannot put in an average amount of work and expect to live in an above average city. That would be like me saying everybody should just be able to afford a Mercedes-Benz. It just doesn't make sense. You buy a Honda Civic first, and then eventually you work your way up into a Mercedes-Benz. You do not have to live here. Edmonton and Calgary are much more affordable cities. It is a luxury to live in Vancouver, just as a Mercedes-Benz is a luxury. And just because I know the comments that are going to come with this video, let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. I'm 28 years old. I was a plumber for 8.5 years. I worked 60 to 80 hours a week, doing night shifts, on-call shifts, 14, 16 hours, 30 hours a day straight sometimes with no sleep. I was very frugal, saved my money, never spent my money on anything for years. I've been on 3 vacations in the last decade. After being forced to leave my parents' house when I was 21, I then bought a 1980s condo in Abbotsford with no in-suite laundry. I'm from Surrey, by the way, so that was a massive lifestyle change for me, leaving all of my friends and family in Surrey. I then commuted from Abbotsford to downtown Vancouver every single day for 4 years until I eventually saved up enough money, bought 2 more properties, acquired more assets that pay me passive income, and then I was finally able to leave plumbing and do the job that I actually want to do, and now I don't need to do that terrible commute anymore. Now, I understand that it's going to be more difficult to do today what I managed to do 5 years ago, but it's definitely not impossible. And if you think it's going to be impossible, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it will be impossible because that's what you think. You may have to buy a 1-bed instead of a 2-bed. You may have to live with a friend to cut down your rent or your mortgage. You may have to move to Chilliwack. But at the end of the day, it is completely possible. You just need to sacrifice for 4 to 5 years until you've built up that nest egg where you can put a down payment on a place, and then you're gold. The mindset that I see today where people are just blaming and complaining and, oh, it's the corporation's fault, it's the investor's fault, it's the drug money, the government should be helping us more. Maybe some of those things are true, but the reality is you as an individual cannot change any of those things. All you can do is change your actions and work on being better yourself to overcome those disadvantages. And at the end of the day, as controversial as this is going to sound, it's not like you guys are clawing your way out of the East Side projects of Detroit. All you need to do is cut down your monthly living expenses and make more money or work smarter for 4 to 5 years, and you'll be able to do it. So quickly, before I wrap this video up, I know it's a short one, let's talk about how unaffordable Vancouver is comparatively to some of the other big metropolitan cities in the world. On a price to income ratio, Vancouver is currently at 12.25 home values to incomes, average household income. Paris, 20.18, Lisbon, 19.29, Peru, 18.54, Milan 17.48, London, UK 17.3, Rome 17.2, Luxembourg 14.18. And then there's cities like Beijing at 57, Shanghai at 51. Edmonton is at a 2.87 price to income ratio. This is what I'm saying, right? You guys do not have to live here. It is a luxury to live here. This is the Mercedes-Benz. You can go buy a Honda Civic and live in Edmonton for 2 to 3 years. You'll save a lot more money there. You'll have a better quality of life, and then come back when you're more financially stable 3 to 4 years down the road. I know a lot of people who have done that have moved away to Saskatoon or Winnipeg, and they eventually come back. So I know this video is going to piss a lot of people off, but at the end of the day, my objective for this video isn't to dump on people that don't own real estate in Vancouver. Realistically, what I'm trying to tell you guys, it is completely possible, and that I'm living proof. And if you put me in this market today with nothing again, I would find a way to make it happen again, because I'm willing to do whatever it takes, whatever is necessary to make it happen. And unfortunately, that's kind of the mindset you need if you want to own real estate here. So again, yes, I believe in fairness and equality. I think that everybody should live here, should be able to own real estate here. But it's just not realistic. We're an international city. Everybody wants to live here. The government needs immigration to keep GDP growth going up. It's just the way things are. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you probably hate me, but if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.